The morning was cold. Not the ordinary kind of cold that fades once the sun rises. This was the kind of cold that sits inside the chest. The kind of cold that comes when someone you loved is no longer breathing. The cemetery was quiet, filled with rows of graves stretching endlessly like memories that never end. The grass was wet, the sky heavy with grey clouds, and the wind moved slowly, as though even nature was afraid to disturb the pain of the day. And there, standing alone, was Monkonyane, dressed in black. Her face pale. Her eyes swollen from endless nights of crying. She walked slowly toward one grave, each step heavier than the last, as if the earth itself was pulling her down. In her hands, she carried a bouquet of white flowers, lilies, the symbol of mourning, the symbol of goodbye. But she was not ready for goodbye. Not even close. When she reached the grave, she froze. The tombstone stood silently, carved with the name of the man she once called her husband. Her fingers trembled as she reached out and touched the cold stone. It was hard. Unmoving. Permanent. And suddenly, the truth hit her again like a storm. He was gone. Monkonyane's lips parted, but no words came at first. Only tears. Silent tears. Then, her knees gave in. She collapsed onto the ground in front of the grave. The flowers fell from her hands. And the pain she had been holding back finally exploded. A broken cry escaped her throat, raw, deep, unbearable. She leaned forward, pressing her forehead against the tombstone as though she could feel him through. Her hands clutched the edges of the grave like she was afraid she might lose even this. She began to speak through sobs. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know how to live without you. Her tears fell freely, soaking into the soil. I wake up every day hoping it was a dream. I keep expecting you to walk through the door, to call my name. But you never do. Her breathing became shaky. Her chest tightened. Then her voice dropped into something quieter. Something heavier. Something full of shame and fear. I need to tell you something. She swallowed hard. Her whole body trembled. I have been carrying this burden for so long. The cemetery remained silent. Only her cries filled the air. Monkonyane covered her face, sobbing like a child. I didn't choose this, she whispered. I never wanted this disease. I never wanted my life to become like this. Her voice rose, desperate. I was scared. I was terrified. I didn't know what to do. She looked up at the grave as though she expected him to answer. But there was only silence. And that silence destroyed her. So now I'm here. I'm here at your grave. Begging. Her hands shook as she reached forward. Please forgive me. Forgive me for being sick. Forgive me for carrying something I never asked for. Forgive me for the nights I cried alone because I didn't want to burden you. Her tears became uncontrollable. She rocked back and forth in front of the grave. You loved me anyway. Her voice cracked completely. You held me like I was still human. You looked at me like I was still worthy. And now you're gone. She collapsed forward again, almost hugging the grave. I'm sorry, she cried. I'm sorry if I ever brought pain into our marriage. I'm sorry if my sickness made your life harder. I'm sorry if you ever suffered because of me. Her voice became a wail that echoed through the cemetery. People visiting nearby graves turned their heads. Some stopped walking. Some covered their mouths. Some began to cry too. Because the pain of Monkonyane was not ordinary pain. It was national sorrow. A heartbreak that South Africa could feel. A woman grieving not only her husband. Her fingers traced the carved letters of his name. I feel so alone. I feel like half of me died with you. She paused, breathing heavily. Then she spoke with trembling honesty. I wish you were here to tell me that I'm not a curse. I wish you were here to remind me that HIV is not my identity. I wish you were here to hold me when I feel weak. Her tears fell like rain. I'm still F.